Let's do it. Green. Missed that one. The defender was all over him.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shot.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Horford. To Irving. Inside, he scores.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Curry. His first effort off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Shot from the lane won't go.
As a great player, I would love it if somebody guarded me that way. I get guarded that way every day in practice. You know what we call those? Dummy workouts.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 2. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now.
Great anticipation. KD with the rock. And look out. Whoa, that was like an express train. No local stops.
It's like you walking into the tunnel getting ready before this game. I saw you. You were locked in. You had the horse blinders on. You were myopic. Nobody was stopping you. You were focused.
Jay, there's a level we have to reach. Game in and game out. Gamers know what it's about. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Irving into the front court. Down a point. Rejected by Durant.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Cousins to Durant. Cousins works it up top. To Curry. 4-3. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Irving to Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward to Irving. Just off the mark.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively. This is going to be a dogfight.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Celtics have it. Screen coming. Take stock of the floor. To Marcus Morris. Morris with a shot no good.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Denied by Hayward.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
Green. To Shaun Livingston. To Cousins. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Here's a chance from long range. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Lets it fly from long range. Not getting the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Green. To Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three. Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Oh, nice swat.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Bell to Curry. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Horford. Aaron Baines powers it through. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Turned away by Bell.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you give poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
So we played one here at Oracle with the Warriors on top. Jay and I back to Oakland after this. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Yes, I do, but the first thing you have to expect is that this game is very similar to a relationship. There are a lot of ups and downs, but you have to be committed to the process. Both teams are committed, they'll find their flow.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Livingston across the timeline. Leads forward. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
I got him.
To Rozier. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Possession lies with Golden State. For 3. Off the mark. No good. Tatum. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Making some changes to his lineup. Curry, textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's Golden State basketball. Curry to Durant. Has a look. Can't connect.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both the arsenals.
Rozier rocking the rim. He dared them to get in the way.
So many players try to get pretty with the game. They want to dance. They want to do all these tricks, maybe a God sham dive. But sometimes you got to revert back to the old school style of the way we play the game. Just put your head down and stop me if you can.
Screen coming. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I don't want to use the word streaky, but Jason Tatum tends to score in bunches. Let me tell you how. He's one of the most effective players in the league and most efficient at catching the ball on the move. A lot of players waste time in stationary positions or overindulging in triple threat jabs, but not Jason. He catches the ball directly and goes, which means he's the ideal of smart, decisive basketball.
Irving to Hayward. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Curry. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And throws it down.
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this, I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Horford. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Curry to bring it up. Now down 6. Curry won't go down. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. From long range. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's good. And one.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Durant across the timeline, counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Fires the three. That out of his range and no good. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Steph lets loose. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Irving. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. To Curry. Fires the three, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Hayward to Irving. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Corner three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half with the Celtics in front.
And it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Celtics have it.
My ball.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen.
On your lap. Here he comes.
Hayward. To Marcus Smart.
See the screen, see it.
Tatum. Not going down here. To Durant. Trying to cash in. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Curry into the front court. The deficit is 6. Curry, short jumper, misses.
If it's this easy for the offense, as a shooter, I'm starting to think about numbers like 40, 50, even 60, because that's how many points I'm getting tonight.
Durant with the basketball up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Thompson. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Thompson. Has a chance. Smart tactics. Moves in for the higher percentage shot.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Curry, man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Here's a message to the defender. I know you're here physically, but I have zero clue where you are mentally. You have to contest a shot. That's what defense means.
Celtics have it. To Horford. Knocked loose. Warriors have it. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Horford. Tatum. Missed it. To Cousins. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First try, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. To Jaylen Brown. Horford to Irving. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Bell. To Horford. To Irving. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Livingston to bring it up. His group now down 2. It's no good. Great defense. Inside, he scores.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Short jumper won't fall. Turned away by Cousins.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Boston with the basketball. To Rozier. To Marcus Morris. To Rozier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc and knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Bell. To Sean Livingston. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
I got ball. This is all me.
Has a look. He shoots. Oh, nice follow-up on the dunk there. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. We have a tie ball game. All even through 3 quarters. Who can pull away as we get started here in the fourth? It's Thompson. Trying to cash in. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Hayward. Here's a chance from long range, and Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Has a chance. Shot misses there by Smart. Cousins to Curry. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Warriors basketball. Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Horford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Green. And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining. Kyrie. Second effort. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. And count the basket inside.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Hayward. Tatum buries the three.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
With another basket there.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Hayward to Horford. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Durant across the timeline. Up by 3. Durant lets it fly. Not going down for him this time. Kyrie across the timeline. His guy's down 3. Tatum. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's Curry controlling the offense. To Durant. For 3. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Curry. From long range. Off the iron. No good. Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads a bucket. Irving to Marcus Smart. It's blocked by Boogie.
This game is all about playing mind tricks.
And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
And Kevin Durant, unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll need a quick shot, and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Curry for the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.